Hey metalheads, you like tattoos? Of course you do. If you're in the Louisville, Kentucky area, come on over the bridge to Clarksville, Indiana, and get you some ink done at Ageless Art. If ink isn't your thing, they have a piercing studio as well. Visit agelessartclarksville.com to see some frequently asked questions, meet the staff. The shop is open Monday through Thursday, 12 to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 12 to 10 p.m., and Sundays, 12 to 6 p.m., all appointment-only spots. You can set up your appointments by phone at 812-283-1793 or email agelessarttattooandpiercing@gmail.com and someone will get you set up for your first or your next tattoo or piercing. Hey metalheads, after going to a rager, what's your ultimate go-to? Mine is totally pizza. So when Overload is playing, or I'm promoting the Metal Forge live showcases, or the big goddamn metal show, I go to Pizza DoNisi. Pizza DoNisi is gourmet artisan pizza from right here in Louisville, Kentucky. It features things like the pizza of the month to sandwiches, and also vegetarian and vegan options, which is so totally fucking cool for all of it's awesome pizza. You definitely want to go. Hey, and also from time to time they do cannolis. Oh, so fucking good. You know what they said, man? Leave the gun, take the cannoli. Yeah, just like that in Godfather. They're located right next to the Mag Bar at 1396 South 2nd Street. So either stop in or call in at 502-213-0488. They're open till midnight. The witching hour.
As dawn approaches,
Heineken! Fuck that shit! Pabst Blue Ribbon!
Hey metalheads, you all hear me talk about Mag Bar all the time. It is the home to the Metal Forge live showcases and is an integral stop in the ultimate underground metal tour schedule. They obviously feature live music, but the Mag Bar also has daily specials like Pint and Slice Night on Tuesdays with Pizza DoNisi. But they also do Bring Your Own Vinyl on Thursdays with DJ Kent Jackson, and Finer Things Sundays. Located right next to Pizza DoNisi at 1398 South 2nd Street, open 3 p.m. to 4 a.m. 7 days a week. Get your asses out to the Mag Bar. Rock out. For 45 years and keeping Louisville weird, Electric Ladyland has been there for all your eccentricities. While they do offer the best smoking supplies out on the market today, there's a whole lot more to check out. From ashtrays and blacklight posters, to records, incense and burners, and items to stock your metaphysical supply. They are open from 10 to 10, 7 days a week. Located at 2325 Bardstown Road in Louisville, Kentucky, and at electricladyland420.com. Roll out.
In a broken wasteland, come to my fire and place your blood and steel upon my pyre. Oh, this is the Metal Forge. This is the Metal Forge. This is the Metal Forge. This is the Metal Forge.
What's going on, metalheads? Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of The Metal Forge. My name is Mark Jackson, and I am your host. Holy fucking shit, dudes. It is the last episode of 2023 here in The Metal Forge, and I have some extra special fucking guests. No music guests this week, other than, Mr. Jason Gardner, if you want to count him, drummer to Temptation's Wings, Dick Von Doom, host.
The band I didn't even join, I'm part of. It's awesome.
Yes, exactly. Co-host of the Mudhorn, host of the Alehorn, cohort of Flamekeeper, Mr. Jason Gardner. Say hello, sir.
Hello, everybody.
And the host of Ossont&Battery, Mr. Aaron Ossont from Flamekeeper. Dude, what's up, man?
Going on, everybody?
Dude, Aaron, this is your first time on the Metal Forge.
Oh, yes, it is. That's right.
Yeah, you've been on the Alehorn, you've been on the Mudhorn a couple of times, but you've never been on the Metal Forge. So,
this is like the major leagues right here.
Oh, shut the fuck up. No, it's not. So, everybody out there in Metal Forge land, tell them about Ossont&Battery. What do you do over there?
What I do at Ossont&Battery is I like to take artists that I'm a fan of that I don't think get enough attention, and do interviews with them about their musical journey, what they're doing now, and what they want to do in the future, and just kind of a loose talk and get to know really good bands and really cool people.
So, kind of what the Metal Forge does. I'm kidding. No, you totally do it from a completely neutral standpoint. You know, like you don't play music. You're not a musician.
I did play bass very badly for a short time, but
I've just played bass very badly for a long time. So there's no difference here then. No, in all seriousness, I actually love what you do over there because, you know, you ask questions that me being a musician, I might not think to ask because, you know, it's like I'm looking at it as like a peer group level versus, you know, just as like, you know, what was going on in your mind when you wrote this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Good one's coming up too. I got my next one coming up is with a guy, Derek Diedrichson from the band Inverter from Boston. Really great band. If you're into like, let's say Helmet or Prong, they definitely got that kind of staccato riffage and really good rhythm section. Awesome vocalist. So that one's coming up, and then I got another one after that with a guy named Dominic Cagliostro from the band L'Uomo Nero, and so yeah, that was a really good interview as well. So we got a couple coming up, and I'm gonna keep pumping them out.
Fuck yeah!
When are you gonna have a Pentagram on your show?
Oh, that, you know what? You want me to interview them? I can get them on.
Yeah, man, Pentagram's awesome, dude. That name is killer. I love their logo. It's a pentagram, but it's like like pinto beans, but pentagram. It's good shit, man.
Or like
they're
with
Curse the Sun now too.
Okay.
Right on.
There's another out of Connecticut.
Yeah, you know, that's an interesting thing. You know, I think the Northeast doesn't get enough cred for some of the bands that come out of there. You know, like More in the Light, and you know, fucking. I'm gonna go ahead and spill that bean right now because that's one of my honorable mentions for this year. Is the More in the Light Icehouse split. Not because I'm on it.
I'm about to say that's kind of cheap.
Not because I'm on it, but because like it actually looks
record, man.
No, it looks awesome. The artwork is great, you know. So yeah, but there's a ton of fucking bands up there that are just awesome, you know. And you know, because I've had Stormstress on. They're from the Salem area. You know, totally rad fucking all-female group up there. So many fucking cool bands.
Yeah, a lot of different kinds of bands, from doom to thrash to black metal. I mean, you get it all up here, and a lot of cool guys. Some cool record labels like Salt of the Earth Records, and you know, so we got it all up here, man.
Definitely. So, Jason, what are you up to this week?
So as we're recording this, I'm actually looking forward to that new movie, Rebel Moon, the one that was supposed to be a Star Wars story that was rejected, and they made their own movie out of it. So I'm curious to watch that and see like the Star Wars tie-in, that the ideas he had for it, because it sounds like a really cool idea. Even though the reviews are pretty much trash, I'll still watch it because I know what the nucleus of the idea was, which is pretty cool.
It's got to be better than
I'm just,
anything
like,
Kathleen Kennedy did.
Do what?
It's got to be better than anything Kathleen Kennedy did.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, the reviews are pretty low. But other than that, I'm waiting on my Ailhorn guest to come through because we've had some scheduling snafus. So Ailhorn is coming. It just might be might just get 2 in January. Because I'm pretty much going to do them back to back when they happen.
Well, that's the thing, So going into, let's talk about 2023 really fast. With the Metal Forge, it's been kind of fucking crazy this year. We've had some awesome fucking guests on this year. Don't
forget you had David Ellison on.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. From Incantation, with John McEntee, or McEntee. I'm sorry, I never understand how to pronounce his name because it's like McEntee. I might have thrown in 1 or 2 E's extra or something, but shout out to him anyways. We love him. To Dave Ellison, Brian Tatler from Diamond Head was on. I got to actually meet Dave Ellison a couple of weeks after he was on the Metal Forge. That was awesome shit. So, like, going into... I know we don't really do the whole rap thing, that like the Spotify shit does, but I do want to point out that, this year, there are actual 52 official episodes. Like last year, we actually had 54. So that was pretty fucking cool. The best performing episode of the year was, drum roll, does anybody know what it is?
Was it the Becky Baldwin episode talking about King Diamond or Merciful Fate?
No, it wasn't. It was actually Athanar from Midnight.
Oh, was he on this year?
Yes.
Oh, that was 22. Okay.
Nope. No, Vanek was on in 22.
Okay.
For the solo stuff. So yeah, Athanar's episode was the best performing of the year. It says that it was streamed 999% more than any other episode. So nice. It means it got 1 stream.
I actually thought the Becky Baldwin one was probably my favorite, hands down, as far as the story, because that was a pretty wild.
Yeah, I agree.
That was a pretty cool story about how she got how King Diamond just like lured her backstage at a festival that they were at, just like, you'll play bass, and she's like, what? It's like, damn, that's like a 1 in a million kind of thing, man. That's a cool, feel-good story.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. That was definitely a highlight where they went to the fest as fans.
Yes.
To go to the fest, and somebody spotted her in the crowd and went out, and it was Livia's who it was. It was her personal assistant went out and got Becky from the crowd and brought her back to meet Livia, and she says, do you know who I am? And she said, no, I'm so-and-so, and he's here and wants to meet with you.
Right.
And it was like, holy shit. It's like, could you fucking imagine?
That's a cool fucking story, man.
Well, the great thing about it is the other thing about it was they were given the list from the management company of saying these were the bass players that we had suggested, and King immediately said, but there's no women on this list, and immediately that's what opened the gate,
right,
to opening that door for her, and that was so fucking rad. And I actually got to see that tour, and it was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, you just went to the Cincinnati one, right?
Yes, with midnight opening.
I wish I went to the Atlanta one, man. It's just hard to get away with kids on a weekday. It was
right.
Like on Tuesday.
Especially because that's a 4-hour drive for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's not even really a big deal because it's a really easy drive. I mean, it's pretty much like 3 turns till you get to the city limits. But But yeah, still, it's hard to get away. So.
For sure, man, for sure. So, what were your thoughts on 2023?
Yeah, man, I think everything went pretty good. Like, there was some steady growth here and there on stuff. We signed Aaron to a 10-year, $3 guarantee contract.
Yes,
to be part of the Flamekeeper. So
per year.
No, it was $3 for the whole term.
Oh shit!
I got that. Yeah, he signed. And also, don't forget, Daniel is on board with Metal on a Budget, doing his thing up there, about 2 hours away from you. So
he's not 2 hours away from me.
I thought you said
he's
you were
like
2 hours.
20 minutes away from me.
Oh well, anyway, he's up there by you. So
yeah. We also grew in listeners in the 4 main countries that we've had the most listening people in was the U.S., of course, Canada, Finland, and the Netherlands.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
European flavor.
Yeah, definitely. Which, I do know quite a few people from Germany that listen, so I wonder why they didn't come up. But this is through Spotify. I will say this. This is through Spotify. This doesn't include, like, your Apple or any of that shit.
Yeah, gotcha.
Aaron, what about you? What about your 2023?
2023 was pretty crazy for me. Didn't get out to see a lot of shows, mainly because lack of funds and stuff. I did get to see Haunt for the first time, so that was fucking awesome. I got to meet Trevor. And
was that on the No Sleep Till Cherry Street?
Yes.
Yes.
That's fucking man. And my girlfriend and I just finally closed on a house soon, so we'll be getting a new house. And I'll have a new place to do the ossont&battery from. So hopefully a nice new setup will look a lot better.
Hell yeah, man!
I'd love to send you a housewarming gift.
Fuck yeah!
I'd love to send you a housewarming gift of some kind.
All right, nice.
I know exactly what it's gonna be. I know exactly what my housewarming gift will be for you.
I have yours right. I have it right here, actually. I'm gonna send you this signed Steel and Stone 7 band payout sheet that I drew real quick to make sure I had enough money to pay everybody. So, you can back. And everyone wants to know, it's Twisted Tower Dyer gets X amount. Twisted Reptile was supposed to get X amount. Overload got X amount. Vocals got X amount. And everyone got 35 minutes set. So
and I can send sheets of notes from Metal Forge episodes.
There you go.
Here, take my trash, Aaron. Yeah. Take my trash. Take my trash. So fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. Getting I don't know how is the homeownership up there in the Northeast? Is it a hassle? Is it expensive?
The buying the home was a fucking pain in the ass. That process sucked, but
I think that's everywhere though, because mine was a pain in the ass too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of bullshit for no reason, man.
Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna come back, okay? We're gonna play some fucking, I don't know what are we gonna play. Somebody throw out a song that you want to hear.
How about something Christmassy, man? It's the end of the year. Christmas.
Okay, sure. Fuck it, let's do it. go ahead and jump into our albums.
All right.
All right. So how do you want
to do this?
How do you want to do it? Because we are all doing, let's say, 2 honorable mentions and a top 5.
Okay.
So I'm going to say honorable mentions first.
All right.
Both of them. Aaron, you're the you're the guest of the first time here on the Metal Forge. Sir, what are your 2 honorable mentions?
Okay, my 2 honorable mentions are I got the album by Able Blood. They're a group out of New Hampshire. And it's called Arrival of Waves, and it's a really great. I actually interviewed them. They were the last interview I did, and it's a real cool Caius, really stoner rock influence album. Really groovy, pretty heavy riffage. I definitely think anyone who enjoys stoner rock will like that one.
Fuck yeah! Hey, after you did your interview with them, I went back and listened, and I was like, dude, this fucking is pretty goddamn cool.
And the next one I have is, and it might have been higher up and into the top 5, but it's only been out for a couple weeks. And that's the album Western Death by the band Nebula Drag out of, I think they're from San Diego. They're on Desert Records. And that's another really great one. It definitely has that desert rock, but kind of a little bit more, I'd say a little more punk influenced. And some really great solos, great rhythm section. They're a 3-piece band, so Nebula Drag, Western Death. That's my second honorable mention.
Hell yeah, I'm going to check that out. Jason? Honorable mention.
So my 2 honorable mentions are, I'm going to do the All Hell EP that came out at the beginning of the year.
Right.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah. And I'm going to do the 20 Watt Tombstone album because
Nice.
it was really just 4 new songs with previously released stuff. So I didn't really count it because it's more like an EP.
Well, and it's top releases. I don't care about like albums versus EPs versus singles. If it's good and it moves you, hey, if it deserves a top 5 spot, it deserves a top 5 spot. But hell yeah,
there's so much other stuff that it just got beat out by.
Oh, definitely. Fuck yeah. I totally get you on that though. So obviously I already gave away one of my honorable mentions was the Ice Howl, Mourn the Light, Archdruid, High Priest, Priestess? High Priest. Gosh, so many different bands, man. So many similar names. It's hard to keep up with sometimes. The Split, because for one, it is the first time I've ever had something officially pressed on vinyl. I am going to give it that. But, the overall look of it, I love the look of it. It just looks like old school fucking, hey, look, there it is. Mine has CDs on top of it on my desk right now, so I can't really pick it.
Can I give a third honorable mention since Aaron has props?
Sure.
I want to give honorable mention to this excellent compilation CD that I made for the Steel and Stone Fest.
Okay,
also,
cool.
Featuring
Yes.
my band and Mark's band. So there you go.
Definitely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Some still for sale if you buy some merch from either one of the bands.
Cheap plug. So anyway, my second honorable mention, which is why I looked at you and grinned when you said all hell, Jason, because another Asheville band made my list for an honorable mention, which is Oblivion Throne with Void Gazer.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, I really dig them. I dig seeing them live at Steel and Stone. It was so fucking awesome. I had a blast down there with it. So fuck yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that actually came out on my birthday. Yeah, if anybody interested, here's the All Hell EP, All Hail the Night. This is the album cover, but this is a sticker. Also, they put out a 3-song EP around Halloween, too. So there's a twofer.
Well, and I will go ahead and tell pretty much everybody that, okay, I do buy physical when I can, but most of my releases have all been digital this year.
Right.
Just because of shipping being a pain in the dick.
Yes.
And a lot of my favorite bands, ship from fucking Europe and shit like that. So,
yeah.
But, all right. I think we're in the round of 5.
Okay.
Aaron, number 5.
My number 5 one is from the band Titanosaur, and they're from New York, Hudson, New York, and the album is Echoes. I'm a really huge fan of this band. I've been a fan of them for about 4 or 5 years now. It's a one-man project. A guy named Jeff. He does the guitars, vocals, bass, drum programming. And it's just a really. I got their Christmas shirt on.
Yeah, I saw that. That's dude. I love Raglan shirts, but they never make them in anything more than 2X.
That's true. And one of the things I like about them is he's got these really heavy riffs. They're almost I can't really think of anything to relate him to. He kind of says it's a mix of Monster Magnet and the Ramones with a little bit of Motorhead thrown in. That's how he describes it. And the lyrics are very personal, and you can tell the guy puts a lot of thought into it, and he really cares about the lyrics and stuff like that, and they really stick out to me, and they kind of really grab you. So that's my first one at number 5 is Titanosaur Echoes. It's on the Swamp Records, so definitely check that band out. Really great release.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm gonna do no particular order for mine except for the last one. So these are all just even to me.
As Rick Beato says, now that we're in the top 5, any one of these could have actually been number 1.
Well, there is one that is number 1 for me, but the rest of them could have all been number 2.
I bet I can guess what it is, but I'm not going to.
Probably, yeah, because I've told you, I think. My first one is Laid Back Country Picker, Go West album. Yep. Yeah, I had to do it because the dude's awesome.
Hell
so
yeah.
If you're not familiar, it's like a really like alt country psychobilly mix. It's a 2-piece band. Him and his wife, they masquerade as Laid Back Country Picker and the drummer Honey, who plays in a Moo and Curlers drums. So she's awesome. He's awesome. The show is pretty hilarious because it's a good dynamic between them.
They're great people.
The dude's a monster guitar player on top of everything.
Yeah, and honestly, like, dude, I'm going to give a shout out to David right now. David and Teresa, they're such fucking sweet people. Like, super fucking awesome. Like, he totally recorded a fucking monologue in his car for me. For a fucked up movie trailer for a fucking episode of the Mudhorn that completely went to shit, that I still got to salvage at least something for the sake of fucking giving Jason entertainment.
Yeah.
Necronomicon Country. Yes.
Coming soon. Yeah.
Coming soon to a porno theater near you.
Oh, wow. Porno theater. I didn't know those are still around anymore.
I'm sure they're somewhere. I mean,
we have an ex-porno theater here in Asheville. It's now called the Fine Arts Theater, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah, like Jackson Pollock.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, like, the Fine Arts Theater, like, they always have, like, these, like, it's always, like, these, like, independent movies, like, shit that nobody goes to see, really, or never heard of. But for some reason, they had a Taylor Swift movie there. I was like, is that really considered fine art? I was kind of baffled by that one. I was like, really? Okay, whatever.
No, fuck a bunch of that shit. So my number 5, I'm going to be that guy. You know what it's going to be.
Let's hear it.
Came out on April 14th. It was vastly forgotten. But on my way back home from an Ice Howl practice, I listened to it in its entirety. And it's been making its repeats in my fucking media player ever since. It's 72 seasons.
Oh, man, really? You put that number 5? Oh, come on,
dude.
That album doesn't even handle the most of shit on anything on my list.
Honestly, I mean, I'm putting it should have really been an honorable mention to be truthful, but just because of the production value. Their production value second to fucking none,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, as far as Metallica album go, it might be top 5 of post Saint Anger, but like as far as like albums of the year, like dude, I wouldn't even
actually. I'm completely fucking with you guys. Completely.
Oh, good. I was worried about you there for a minute, man.
Real quick, the Laid Back Country Picker album came out February 2nd, so I'm going almost to the beginning of the year.
Yeah. No, I am totally no. Definitely fucking not. No. I've talked so much shit on that album. No. Fuck that. And dude, I saw where like the readers of like Metal Sucks put it at like number 2.
Yeah, of course they would, because they don't look for any music. They just have their shit fed to them by people they think are funny.
No, actually, my number 5 is Black Knife. Bernie's Eternal Weekend, also known as Baby Eater Witch. What's that?
It's a crazy cover on that one. I love it.
Yeah, it totally is. And it's so unfortunate, because it's Black Knife. And if you're familiar with Black Knife, you already know what you're going to get. But like, again, the production of this is so much, it's like stepped up because before, Hellwolf had used to do all of the production itself. So all of the covers were done, and they were done differently. Like you might have silver variants on the cover and yellow variants, and even up into Murder Season when they had done that. And this was actually put out by Wise Blood. So
good label.
Yeah, absolutely. Super fucking awesome label. Friend of the show, Sean Frazier. We miss him. We miss doing our end of the month episodes with him. Hopefully that comes back maybe soon. Hopefully. It was fun, and people seem to like it. So maybe we could bring it back. Who knows? But yeah, Black Knife, you know what you're getting with the music, and that's what I love about it. And because this had an actual fucking awesome fucking cover to it and everything, yeah, for sure.
Nice.
And it's sad too because now they're not a band anymore.
Aww.
Yeah, it was kind of a sudden, man. Like I was surprised they didn't have like the last show in their hometown. It was just like in Johnson City.
Yeah. Well, I know they had. I know
close.
they have like a big following in Johnson City though. So. Hell yeah, man. The round of 4. Mr.
All right. My number 4 pick is going to be the 4-way split from Mourn the Light, Ice Hollow, High Priest, and Arch Druid. I've been a huge fan of Mourn the Light. They're a local band from my area since they came out. Awesome band. I mean, they bring that, a little bit of doom with that power metal, and it's just awesome. Ice Howl, I've been a huge fan of them forever. There you go. Hi. I've been a huge fan of Ice Howl. I think you're familiar with that band, right, Mark?
No, I've never heard of them.
And, and also the new bands. High Priest, I know, hasn't done much either, but those 2 songs are great. And Arch Druid is another great band. They're from New Hampshire. And what I like about this split is all 4 bands kind of have a cohesiveness that, puts them together. But they all kind of sound different. They all have a different place where they're coming from their sound.
Oh, definitely. We all do. And that's what I really liked about it as well. The thing to me, what was weird about it, was like I listened to it on CD and digital, and it was kind of just like there. But once I put it on vinyl and listened to it, it was just like there. Yep. And I was just like, fuck, that's what this was supposed to sound like. Because like I said, when I listened to it on digital, I was, it sounded good. It's like music. Hey. But then when that low end kicked in on the vinyl, I was like, fuck yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I was telling Tom Jordan about his album. I got it on CD because I got the Lunchbox box set. And I was on CD first.
Wouldn't it just be the Lunchbox set? No, you don't have to get it.
Yeah, back over there. But anyway, yeah. So the CD sounded really good, but when it released on digital, like, dude, that's you can't even listen to that fucking album on Spotify. It's so compressed and like doesn't sound like anything.
Well, that's because they fucking mix and master everything for their platform. That's why.
Yeah.
And that's what's bullshit. And the unfortunate thing is YouTube does that shit too. So
it's bandwidth issues.
I'm sorry, I completely cut you off, Aaron. What was your, because of Mourn the Light, you said familiar with Ice Howl, and everybody just kind of came together. What else was on there for you?
Like I said, I like that they, all kind of have they're all kind of share the same space as far as in metal, where they all kind of relate to each other. But they come from it from like a different perspective. Arch Druid doesn't really sound anything like Mourn the Light or any of the other 2 bands like Ice Hop or High Priest. So, but they all kind of fit together, even though they kind of have a different sound.
For sure. No, I agree with you on that. Number 4, Mr. G.
Picking one randomly here. Let's go with Night Demon, Outsider.
Ah.
Nice.
Yep. Released March 17th on Century Media. First of 2 Century Media releases actually on my list. But yeah, I did. The album still holds up. I listened to it 3 days ago, about 3 times in a row because it's pretty short.
Yeah, it's
except
like
for the
32
bonus track
minutes
that's
or
forced in
something.
there. Yeah, except for the bonus track that's forced on there. The album is a pretty solid, concept album. Like it all makes sense. It all flows good together, and it doesn't waste your time. It's like it's in, it's out. Let you move on to the next thing.
Right.
To enjoy your day, and it's digestible, and it's really the songwriting is. It's not my favorite Night Demon album, but the songwriting is definitely probably what the best they've done right now. It's sad that Dusty's not in the band anymore, obviously, because he's been there since the beginning of their major label recording career.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited to see what Brian Wilson brings to the table for the next release, whether it's an EP or a full length. So.
Dude, he is pretty fucking badass. I will say that. And I really like that album, and goddamn you. I want to talk about it, so I'm going to go out of order for mine.
Okay.
So
it's on your list too?
Yeah, this one was on my list as well. This was actually number 2 because, because, dude, I love Night Demon just overall, and it is still a great album. And I think they just keep getting better and better with their songwriting.
Yeah.
As a cohesive unit, and it's fucking it's mixed and mastered great. Again, this is just like that Mourn the Light Ice Howl Archdruid High Priest split. It's good on digital and CD. It really found life to me on vinyl though, because I set the room, to the red light, and put on the fucking candle and shit and really jammed out and listened to everything the first time I heard it on vinyl. And yeah, and that was even before you had got your copy, because of
I didn't get mine till late. I'm sporting the shirt here. The box set was the vinyl, the shirt, a party mirror, which I haven't used yet.
Shout out to Riff Raff for the party mirrors. I know who made those.
There's an unsleeved on it if you're curious what's in it. I can't remember everything I was in it, but
there was a bunch of stuff.
A cassette. The party mirror. One day I will use it when I bring me some crackers and cheese and maybe some summer sausage down here, and party it up as I would.
As you would. So, okay, so I'll go ahead and that'll be my number 4 as well, because, you already had said it.
Ruined it for you.
All right, well, it happens.
The bad part is I actually had it listed as number 2, but I just went out of order for the bottom 4 just to check it.
See, look at that shit. All right, so round of 3.
All right. The third release I have is it's actually not a metal release. This is the band describes itself as a psychedelic rock band. It also makes elements of like surf rock and punk and stuff, and a lot of gothic rock. This is a band called Morrison Graves out of Portland, and the album's Division Rising. And they describe it as a concept album about gentrification, displacement, homelessness, and socio-economical gaps. So if you're not into leftist politics, probably stay away from this band. They're not going to be for you. But yeah, I really like what they do. They have really great songs. They mix a lot of, like I said, mix of surf guitar, psychedelics, punk, gothic rock. And they have, I would say, the best song title of the year for me. The name of the song is, "And If Your Car Alarm Keeps Going Off, I'll Smash Out Your Fucking Windows." So that's they got my vote for song title of the year and also my number 3 album of the year. So that Morrison Graves with Division Rising.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Nice. That's totally cool. I'm writing these down as yours down as you're telling me these, because see, when you say they're from Portland, are you saying like Portland, Maine, Portland, Oregon?
Portland, Oregon.
Okay, dude, that's the PDX, man. There's something in the water out there.
And they're actually on I think they have the vinyl's released independently, and I think their tape is on Old Magic Records out of San Antonio.
Right on.
They do a lot of tapes, and they started to do some more vinyl releases as well. So
nice.
Check them out.
Next random number 3 pick for you, Jason.
Yeah, man. Let's go on a list.
See if
here.
you can force another one out here.
Yeah, sure. We probably don't have any more on the list together, but I'm gonna go Spirit of Drifts, new one, Ghost of the Gallows. This album was probably forgotten by now because it just seemed like August was a dead time for music, you know. As a lot of albums do now, they just they release, they get a little bit of blurb, and then they just disappear forever into the ether of digital services. It seems like. I don't think the vinyl is available right now. I think I've had it on backward for a little while, whether they had like a pressing delay or something on it. So waiting for that. But yeah, not the best Spirit of Drift album in my opinion, but this one's pretty solid, man. Like there's some really good riffs on here.
Right.
As there always is. Like I compare this guy Nate Garrett to the like metal John Fogerty, like modern John Fogerty, because like he just writes such good riffs and melodies and lyrics. It's like this guy doesn't miss, you know.
Yeah.
So
no,
yeah,
you're
that's
absolutely right, dude. And like the unfortunate thing is when they did the Midnight tour, they really needed to have the album together by then because they were already playing things, and that was in May when that tour happened. And you know, but I will say they have had some really fucking awesome pickups since then, because weren't they on Walkin' and something else?
Yeah, they're going back to Europe next year too with Green Lung, I believe it is.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I did see that
said,
earlier today.
If you just like really monstrous like riffs, downtuned riffs, don't sleep on this band.
Oh hell no!
You can start anywhere. You can start at the beginning, start at the end, start in the middle, and go either direction. It's all pretty cohesive and coherent. And you know, it doesn't really stray too far from itself. Yeah, ever. Like it's always kind of like that same formula. But like the riffs are just like, man, what a fucking riff, dude. The song Barn Burner in particular. And I think it's called "Give Her to the Water." The first song, are like pretty much master classes in like stoner rock doom writing right now.
Yeah, I was the jackass that didn't have my have enough battery life. So
okay,
and I didn't get to record that show.
Right,
but I did Midnight. So anyway,
he'll be back. They'll be back one day. Hopefully they come around here next tour cycle.
We'll see. Hell yeah. So a number for me. A number 3? 3?
Yes.
Number 3.
Yeah.
3. Haunt. Golden Arm.
Yep, that's a great one.
Yeah, I haven't heard of this one. So yeah, this is new to me.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, for everything that you said about Nate there, about firing on all cylinders and being a metal John Fogerty, I think Trevor's the same way. I think Trevor Church writes fucking amazing songs.
Oh, that's a Haunt album. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, duh. I have heard of this one, yes.
Who did you think I said?
Who it was, yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, you know, he puts out, his output is so ridiculous. I mean, there's already a pre-order for a new album for next year that's already done. I mean, it's already done. So,
yes.
You know, I mean, that's what it is. It's like, fuck, man. It's like his output is great and his quality is great. And it gets even better with every album, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. It is like the amount that he puts out and like you said, the amount and the quality of it is just insane.
Mm-hmm. All right. Number 2. We're getting to the nitty gritty here.
All right. My number 2 release is it just came out a couple months ago. This is Burn Ritual with Grave Watcher.
Nice.
And I've been a big fan of Burn Ritual since their first EP came out. And this one they just keep getting better. Jake Lewis, he does the whole thing with Burn Ritual, plays all the instruments, does all the art, production, recording, all that stuff, and he's just a phenomenal songwriter. I love the heavy riffs. This album is probably, I would say, their heaviest, probably their darkest. They got a great song called Becoming the Beast. It's about werewolves, so it's definitely one of my favorites. For anyone who's into doom, stoner doom, like Electric Wizard, that kind of stuff, any of that really heavy stuff, definitely check out the newest Burn Ritual one. I can't see how anyone wouldn't like it. So
yeah, dude, that's another one, man, that you had talked to him, and it spawned me to look into him. When I'm adding like the titles and stuff to the videos, and I'm just like, I need to check these dudes out, or check this guy out. So fuck yeah,
awesome, great album to do bong rips too as well. So
right.
All right, my number 2.
Yeah.
Howling Giant, Glass Future.
Nice.
It was almost my definite number 1, but I just hadn't been out as long as my number 1. So yeah, like this is an album that will put them on the map worldwide, I do believe.
Yeah. And
they conquered Europe. They've had some pretty big tours in the US with Elder. They got another one planned for next year with someone, I'm not sure who yet. They will be on the Elhorn as soon as Christmas vacation stuff works itself out, and they can be on. That's one of my scheduled guests. The other one is Todd Severin from Ripple Music, talking about the CCR tribute album that I'm pretty excited to talk to him about.
That's 500 tracks. No,
it's just 32.
Still,
but yeah, so like this is like the album that you probably won't open up for them anymore because they won't be playing dive bars.
Right.
When you come to that realization, it's like you're happy for them, but you're kind of sad because I love dive bar shows. I love the swole shows. Less people, the better sometimes for me. It sucks for the band, but it's awesome sometimes it's also for the audience because it's more intimate, personal. But yeah, I have a feeling that's it for their dive bar career, pretty much. But yeah, excellent album. The songwriting's phenomenal. The production's really good. Shout out to Zach's wife, Kim, who does all the recording and production for him.
Nice.
Out in Nashville. So yeah, it's a female produced metal album, which is actually kind of unheard of if you think about it.
Right.
You don't really see any female names on production of metal albums, but their last 2 has been Zach's wife. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think on the I'm pretty sure on the Metal Sucks or whatever it was, or whoever fucking did the top 75 or whatever albums of the year, I think they were like number 15 or something.
Really? Yeah, that's good. I mean,
for like the readers,
I could look at the list to probably whittle it down to like put them way higher, I'm sure. But
right.
But I mean, it's a prominent nationwide list, even though I don't like those sites because they're tabloid sites,
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I totally agree. Yeah, I don't.
I mean, how many articles do we need about Mick Mars is mad at Motley Crue? I mean,
yeah.
First 30 to point across, I mean, it's like, come on, guys, let's find something else, Let's move on to James Hetfield smoking a cigar before a show. That's always a fast thing. Shit like that.
I know. I call him out on Twitter all the fucking time.
Yeah, I see it, yeah.
I do. When I'm not liking thirst traps. Number 2 for me, Dieth to Hell and Back.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Dude, I had 2 members of this band on the show this year. The mighty Dave Ellefson on bass and Guillermo Miranda. Sorry, you gotta say that. Separate that. The vocalist guitarist. And dude, like nonstop heavy the whole fucking way, man, for me. I dig it. Like just it all came together. It was another really cool thing. It was like they ran into each other and said, "Hey, would you like to possibly collaborate?" It's like, send me some riffs. So he sent Dave some riffs. And he's like, "Hey, yeah, this is really good. Let's do something." And it's like, fuck, man. And, so both of those episodes were kind of like, they were like 4 months apart. Because one was in June and one was in February. And
was it February? Yeah, I thought it was January, February, yeah.
Yeah.
the Kings of Thrash tour was happening. So yeah, I remember it pretty early in the year.
Yes. So what was so cool about it was just like I said, it was like a two-parter because you got to hear Dave's side of everything and then Guillermo's side of everything too. So
Right. Yeah, it's cool.
All right. So we are at the point where we reach our number ones.
This is where we make bands famous right here.
This is our number one. Who is it going to be? Holy shit. So I don't have fancy drum rolls or anything like that. I'm not going to add any fancy drum rolls in post like most people do or any shit like that. This is live. It's not Memorex, right? Aaron, out of everything that came out this year, your top album, release, whatever of the year.
All right. Well, my top release is an album that actually came out in February, so it's kind of almost a year old now. I got Clouds Taste Satanic with Tales of Demonic Possession.
Yeah, nice.
I love this band. I love everything they do. They're an instrumental band, psychedelic doom band. This album's almost an hour and a half long, and it's really killer. So if it's one of those albums that not everyone's going to be into, but the people that are into it are really into it.
Right. Is it on vinyl?
It is on vinyl. I have it.
An hour and a half on vinyl? Holy shit.
Almost an hour and a half. Probably a little bit short of that, but it's an hour, 4 songs. Each song gets a side, so they're each about 20 minutes long, a little over 20 minutes. So,
jeez, wow.
Dude,
yeah, that's awesome.
We didn't play with them on the same day, but they played the Maryland Doomfest that we played back in 2019, I think.
Nice.
They were on the bill, so yeah.
That's awesome. And, I watched a video here a while back. It was pretty cool where somebody had mentioned them and I had, don't they also have a Christmas album too?
Yes, that was probably me that mentioned it. Their Christmas album's called All I Want for Christmas Is Your Soul.
Yeah. And
they cover Nick Harry, The Grinch, Little Drummer Boy, and Christmas with the Devil by Spinal Tap.
Hell yeah. Dude, that's awesome. Jason, you said this was the only pick that could have been your number one on the list.
Yes, so this is from a band who is the self-proclaimed best unsigned metal band on the planet right now. They are from Wilmington, North Carolina. They are Children of the Reptile with Heavy is the Head. This is my favorite album of the year by far, dude. This album fucking rips. It's not a concept album. It's all songs that are like based on like video games or anime or just like losing family. I know the song Silent Circle is dedicated to the drummer Carlos Donagian, who is in Salvation, which is like a trad metal band over in Wilmington. He was also the drummer for Weed Eater, touring drummer for Weed Eater.
Yep.
He passed a song dedicated to losing a family member or a friend. There's a song about the game Bloodborne. There's a song about the game Majora's Mask from Legend of Zelda. There's a song about dying in a van coming back from a gig. So yeah, it's all out there. Some anime stuff. So yeah, I mean, like the song Silent Circle is probably my favorite now after listening to it. It's a very Maiden inspired riff and song. But yeah, every song on it is really good, man. There's also Lord of the Rings theme song, obviously, which with trad metal, there's always Lord of the Rings theme song, trad metal. But yeah, go check it out. It's only on CD or digital. They didn't release it on vinyl.
Right.
It's very DIY, it's self-released. So yep, Children of the Reptile, Heavy as the Head, album of the year by far. And we got to meet Ozzy and the other guitar player, Chris, who plays in Mega Colossus. But unfortunately, the rest of the band broke down on the way up, so they didn't get to play. But they still hung out, which was cool.
I'm bummed about that still for not getting to actually see them, but getting to meet Ozzy. He was a pretty cool dude. And I hope he did go fuck up Ricky's Hot Chicken Shack.
Oh, Rocky's Hot Chicken Shack. Yeah, I hope the sign worked out. Like the plans changed, and I got the sign to say, "Hey, Children of Reptile, cluck around and find out," which is like a saying on "fuck around and find out," or if you're a Trek nerd, test that assumption at your convenience. So.
Yes, very much so. Yeah, dude. Obviously, it's a great album. I'm not going to deny it. Fucking, it really is. I mean, Ozzy was on the Metal Forge back in March, I believe.
Yep, pushing that out. Yeah,
right when that album was coming out, and then he also did an episode of the Ale-Horn. Yeah, right after that.
Yeah, we just talked about, we went track by track about the album.
Yeah,
7 Days of Fire might be the heaviest riff I've heard in a long time. So
definitely, my number one. It's actually only been out about a month.
A Sleep Token?
No, it's not. Dude, it's if you look up their Facebook page, it is not their band name. It is their slogan, which is high energy rock. Okay. So my album of the year is See You on the Other Side by High Spirits.
Nice.
Nice.
Who you had on last week?
Yeah, I just had Chris on, and like, for real, it is, start to stop. It is such a great produced album, and Chris is that dude. He does everything on his own. He writes and records everything just as much as so many other people do in the scene these days, which is cool. And we talked about that, in that episode about, it all comes down to like a drum set, like if that's where it's what a lot of people, like a lot of stringed instrument people come across, it's like, well, I can't play drums. I can't program drums. If I only had a drummer, I could get this off the ground.
Yeah.
Dick Von Doom.
Right. I just put it on my Spotify list to listen to tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely. It is.
Because I haven't listened to it yet.
And as he also mentioned in that interview, Memories is the first cover they had ever done, that he had done and published like that, and just the difference of like Lonely Nights and shit. So, but yeah, so completely great fucking album in my opinion.
Nice.
So, fuck yeah, dudes. That's a pretty solid fucking list.
Yeah, just one repeat between me and you. So that's not bad.
Which it was bound to happen.
Go check out.
Yeah, let's go into the next segment here. Thank you everybody for hopefully our lists, inspire some of you all to check out these bands. If you haven't already. I know there's quite a few that Aaron gave that I'm not familiar with, and some that he's actually turned on to me over the last couple of months. So fuck yeah, dude. Thank you for that. 2024. Shit. It's like a couple of days away at this point. By the time this is released, it's 2 days away.
Right.
What's 2024 got for you guys?
Well, for us, it's recording some songs, hopefully more than a few. It's going some good shows on Maiden in November. Then I got also got the Amon Amarth coming to town finally with Cannibal Corpse in May, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty excited about that. It's an arena show, so it should be pretty balls out. And then also the Blind Guardian with Night Demon in Charlotte, 420, which is a Saturday, which is good for me. Then who knows what else will pop up. I'm sure shows will come our way, and then just dealing with family milestones and stuff like that. So yeah, it's hopefully not too busy, but busy enough to have fun and not just be a burden. That's what I'm hoping for.
Definitely
more Ale-Horn, Mudhorn, and Metal Forge appearances, obviously. So
fuck yeah, obviously. That's why we're here, right?
Yeah.
Aaron, what about you, buddy?
Well, this 2024, like I said, we just bought a new house, so I'm gonna be looking forward to new home ownership. But as far as on the musical front, I'm looking forward to albums by I think More Than the Light is recording some new stuff. They should be having stuff coming out. Lady Luna and the Devil, The Horn God is another band I like. Red Mesa and another local band from Connecticut called Casting Shadows. I know is recording stuff, so hopefully they get it out this year, man, because I'm really looking forward to that stuff. So that's about all I got.
Fuck yeah, dude. That is
Oh,
awesome.
dude, Judas Priest album in March also. I forgot about that. So yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
Ah, yeah. The new hey, I'm digging the new singles, man. The new singles are fucking
The first
tight.
one was good. I didn't really like the second one all that good. I thought it was kind of generic sounding to me for Priest.
Really?
But they released like a snippet of another song that sounded like really promising. So hopefully it'll be good. But yeah, the second single didn't really do it for me too much.
I get it.
They all can be winners.
Yeah, I mean, that's a thing that I really wish bigger bands wouldn't do. Release like 3 or 4 singles before, 6 months or 8 months before an album cycle.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's annoying. Like, dude, if it's done, just release the shit.
Right.
Yeah. Stop just because I listen to albums front to back. Like, I like the context of all the songs together in the order. And like when I've already heard like tracks like 1, 3, 5, and 7, it kind of takes away from the mystery of it because like I was like I've already heard this.
Right.
I've already heard this.
So especially if it's a concept album, then you've got the thing in there where it's just like, what,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, or it's like what 72 Seasons did. It's like, oh, let's release songs 6 months ahead of time. By the time the album comes out, you'll get like 2 new ones. You know what I mean? It's like,
right. Right, because then they start releasing the live versions first too.
Yeah,
fucking or snippet versions of the shit. Yeah,
I mean, I get it. Like, you want to like pre-sell those records and stuff like that, but dude, it's like just like release one, the date, and just leave it be.
Right. Well, I think they do that for the pre-sale aspect because the market is so volatile on physical media. They don't want to fucking put out 1 million copies if they're not going to sell 1 million copies.
If I was a band as big as Metallica and I could just do whatever the fuck I wanted, when 72 Seasons came out, I would have released that video, and then at the end of it, I'd been like, physical copies available in stores now, and then people would just fucking rush out to go find it. Dude, it would have been the best thing ever. It would have been so fucking amazing, like, to do that instead of wait like 6 months later when it's just like out on everything. Like that would have been so cool, because I would have fucking jumped all over that shit. I'd be like, I'll see you. I'm going to the fucking record store. Or, wherever, even
could
Walmart,
you imagine though? Because it would have, because that's how it happened in like fucking 1991, with the Black Album. But anyways, we're going down a rabbit hole here that we have no fucking business going down because it's like Metallica talk, and I have a whole fucking stack. I have a whole stack right on my desk because we were doing research the other day. So.
Gotcha.
No, we cannot go down that rabbit hole today. No.
Yeah.
But it dies in 2023.
Okay. Well, it's still 2023 right now, so yeah. We're good.
For me, 2024. Definitely looking forward to. We are gonna hopefully be releasing a split 7-inch with a band from Germany.
Right.
To be determined, to be announced. Obviously, I have shows lined up. I have a show at Art Sanctuary at the end of March, on March 30th, that I am currently booking. I have a show at Magbar on April 26th that I am currently booking. Possibly have a real thrash-related electric thrash band. Fucking awesome.
Yeah, you'll be getting around the country with Ice House soon, too, won't you?
Yeah, and in May, Ice Howl is playing at Legions of Metal 6 in Chicago with a lot of people. I can't even. With More Than the Light. I think we were the first 2 announced.
Yeah.
So like we're the fine print.
Yes.
We were in old school wrestling days, on old school wrestling flyers, they would have the main event, the sub-main, the tag team, the gimmick match, and then it would say Poom, which meant plus one other match. We're the Poom. We're the plus one other band. The band.
Are you guys playing the main hall, or are you playing the?
We were
side
playing
stage?
the joint stage.
That sounds like a side stage. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a joint. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a stage between stages.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, It's cool. It's cool fest. Like there's some good.
Yeah. Oh, it totally is. It's 2 days. I know Hyrax is playing. So, but by 2024, also with that is, I'm going to try and do more video episodes. We're going to continue doing what we do. We're going to do it better. We're going to continue fucking, showcasing bands week in, week out, showcasing music industry people week in, week out. We're gonna, the metal culture, the metal lifestyle, the heaviness, the alternative lifestyle that we promote, we're gonna fucking continue doing it. And that's really what the Metal Forge is gonna be doing and being all about, bringing new fucking music to you guys. And honestly, I'm going to go ahead and make the announcement now. I was going to wait till January the 1st, but fuck it. I'm going to do it now. Magbar, 2 nights, October 11th and 12th. Big Goddamn Metal Show 2 is coming.
Nice.
So stay tuned. We're going to be having some announcements here coming soon with some people. Already got some talks in order. And fuck yeah. Dudes, thank you all for everything.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
It's been fun. It's been a good year. Can't wait till next year we have a full year with a full suite of Flamekeeper going on. So.
I know. I mean, that's the whole cool thing. I added all of the Metal Forge audio episodes to the YouTube page, so you can subscribe on there even. You can get all of the ossont&battery episodes, all of the upcoming Alehorn episodes. But I will also say this. You can go and get the archives from the original Alehorn page that is linked also. And
yeah, I got pretty good interviews on there, actually.
Yeah, you do. You really do. And your previous unsleeves are really good as well.
I got one with the band Sepulk from Oslo, Norway, which is a cool band that hopefully they put something new out.
Fuck yeah. So
real quick, I forgot to mention one album. It should have been on my top 5, but I totally spaced on this album. Iron Savior. If you never listened to them, look them up. If you're a fan of German metal, Scorpions, stuff like that.
Yeah, you did mention them.
Definitely check that one out. I'm ashamed that I totally forgot about it until just now. So
definitely. So okay then, Jason. Just because we spaced out and forgot about them, what's your favorite song on the album?
Oh, that's a tough one, man. That whole album's really, really good. I would say Firestar. The title track's probably my favorite.
Awesome. So here it is from Iron Savior. Love you guys. Yeah. Firestar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody else did it this time.
Beyond the gates of eternity.
In 2017, one man's vision and passion for all things metal started out as a record store in his house. Years later, the fight against a mainstream empire continues as Shadebeast. An independent metal collective and online store based in Athens, Georgia, is the world's premier heavy metal brand for music heads that value authenticity over the mainstream acceptance. Featuring original t-shirts from some of the best underground artists, as well as stickers, posters from the Shadebeast Presents concert series. Unique, one-of-a-kind collectibles and small curated selection of vinyl and cassettes from the masters old and new. Visit shadebeast.com and enter promo code SithLord for free domestic shipping on your first order, whether you're a new customer or returning. And be sure to join the Shadebeast social groups on Facebook and the interwebs to keep up with the new release announcements and talk all things metal and Star Wars. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and filth.
Welcome to the night. You think you know Night Demon? Then the Night Demon Heavy Metal Podcast is for you. Step into the darkness as we peel back the curtain to give you an unprecedented, all-access look into the mind and the heart of the demon. We're talking band history, song analysis, studio anecdotes, stories from the road. It's everything a diehard Night Demon fan could want and more. This is the only place to learn the inside scoop, the deep dive trivia, the untold tales from the band members themselves and those closest to the Night Demon story. Need more? The Sacred Night Demon Crypt will be pried open to reveal demo recordings that have never before seen the light of day, all with in-depth commentary by the band and the people who were there for the writing and recording process. This is a gold mine, a treasure trove of all things Night Demon. Head over to nightdemon.net or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Since 2013, there has been a calling from the underground, from the graves of all those unholy, and they decided to make a zine to talk about all of this. Soul Grinder Zine! An independent metal zine to keep you informed on all things metal and horror from the underground. Available in both print and digital formats, they're bringing you the best interviews and reviews out there today. Not only do they do the zine, but they also do compilation CDs. Check them out at facebook.com/soulgrinder.zine and start your subscription now. Hey everybody, let me tell you about the new sponsor to the Metal Forge, Unchained Tapes. They're an independent Pennsylvania tape label. They focus on extreme metal and punk with a killer approach to the tape scene. Visit their web store at unchainedtapes.bigcartel.com now to get your fill of tapes. And for being a Metal Forge listener, enter the code METALFORGE10 at checkout to get a 10% discount on your total purchase. That's unchainedtapes.bigcartel.com.
What's up, Metal Forge fans? This is Alan Bishop, the alchemist of Indiana's Black Forest and head distiller at Spirits of French Lick. Do you find yourself drawn to the unexplained, fascinated by the Fortean, or enchanted by the paranormal? If the things that go bump in the night resonate in your mind, then tune into my brand new podcast, If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything. Featuring first-hand accounts, collected stories, interviews, history, and speculation related to all things not of this world. Available now on Anchor, Spotify, Google, Amazon, and more. Set back, relax, and remember, if you have ghosts, you have everything.
Hey, let me tell you guys about Mercenary Press. They're an independent London label and distributor of all things metal. Mercenary Press delivers the goods from their own independent zine. Trust me, you're going to want to get in on that. To distributing various bands from all over the world, including Cramp from Spain and Sadistic Force from Texas. Visit mercenarypress.bigcartel.com to find out what all they have in stock and what you can order. And for Metal Forge listeners, enter code MetalForge10 to receive a discount on your total purchase at mercenarypress.bigcartel.com. Check it out now. Hey Metalheads, it's with great pleasure I get to tell you guys about a new sponsor to the Metal Forge, Ageless Art, New Albany. After 20 years of owning and operating Ageless Art in Clarksville, Indiana, Phil Garrett had a vision for a new type of tattoo studio. Something that is clean and modern, sleek, refined, inviting. And he's done just that with Ageless Art in New Albany. You can find it at 2736 Charlestown Road, New Albany, Indiana, 47150. Business hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sundays are 12 to 6. All sessions are appointment only, so give them a call and go get you some new ink. Or if it's your first time, go get your first one, baby. Maxwell's House of Music in Jeffersonville, Indiana is the premier 12,500 square foot music superstore that has served both southern Indiana and Louisville, Kentucky metro area for over 4 decades. Originally founded by Marvin and Beverly Maxwell in the 70s, this gym remains a Maxwell family-owned business. Mark Maxwell, along with his business partner Whitney McNichol, continued the reputation as being the national resource for all things music.
In 2022, the iconic Guitar Emporium of Louisville relocated to Maxwell's Music, creating the largest independently owned showroom in the region. The retail offerings at Maxwell's Music includes a huge selection of guitars, basses, amplifiers, effects pedals, modeling amps, keyboards, drums, banjos, mandolins, ukuleles, sound systems, stage lighting equipment, and accessories. The music education program at Maxwell's is second to none. From private instrument and voice lessons to DJ, EDM, recording, songwriting, and music theory, to rock school, weekend warriors, and Maxwell's Music Lab, there is something for every age and every ability level.
Down in Repairland, guitar and instrument repairs and refurbishment are taken care of by the Maxwell's team of expert guitar technicians and luthiers. They also do appraisals of instruments as well. Maxwell's offers installations for professional audio, visual, and lighting systems for schools, churches, clubs, VFWs, funeral homes, sports fields, and so much more. There's also rentable space at Maxwell's, from the music practice and rehearsal rooms for the individuals and bands, all the way to a meeting space and concert venue that seats up to 120. That also includes a professional audio, visual, and lighting system and a sound booth. Maxwell's has it all. All this plus original functioning 1947 recording booth to make your own record. Go to the Guitar Hero throne, to the very own Elvis statue, and don't forget the Harmony Green Pocket Park. There's a reason the Maxwell's House of Music in Jeffersonville, Indiana has been recognized by the National Association of Music Merchants as a #1 award-winning best store design, as well as top 100 music store year after year. You gotta see it to believe it. Maxwell's House of Music in Jeffersonville, Indiana.